Hi, how are you today? This is JilliBling, and I have a project using a free bundle. The bundle includes a stamp set and the designer paper, and they are in celebration, which goes for a few more weeks. It ends at the end of February. But isn't this pretty? So this project, I found something somewhat similar by Vicki Boucher on Pinterest. Thank you for sharing. And isn't that just cute? So I'm going to make 5 different projects using this bundle. And this is the first one. And I'm just loving it. Sweet little bird. And then also the stamp set, of course, Friendly Hello, that comes with the bundle. And then Hydrangea Haven. And this just has really nice words in it. So let's get started. And I am using some retired product, but it would be easy to alternate this ribbon for something else in the pink families, even just a solid pink. And then this I'm thinking would be good as linen thread, but you could use if you have any of the metallic thread left. And then also nesting dies, but any shape die would work just fine here. Okay, so here are the pieces. This is for the die. The die, we'll do this big one right here. And what's nice is it's stitched on both sides and it cuts in the middle. So here's that. And then these are for the words, whichever words, and then just a little hint of this down at the bottom on the inside. So I want to do this one just a bit different, the same but different. So Super Bowl is right around the corner. I like Super Bowl just for a stampin' day. Thinking, let's have it go this way. The ribbon, I already have it cut. Maybe that could go over here. Like that. This, like that. So that the birds could be on the branch right around here. Oh, but you know what? I think this needs to go onto the panel because I want to tuck it around. This paper is just for stamping the bird on. So let's get started with that. Stamping the bird, and I'm going to do the bird a couple of times. And stamp it in Memento ink so we can color it with the blends. And you know, my Memento, I think I inked it up too much. So I have to be careful not to push too hard. That turned out just fine. Okay, and then let's do 3 of this little flower. Or maybe 4. Oh, on the inside I want to do something a little different. I'll stamp that on the inside in just a minute. So here I could put words. How about with love? That's a little smushy. How about the for you? And that could be using that little die. For you. Oh, not good. Try not to push too hard, like I did there. Okay, one more try. That's better. Okay, so I am going to color in all of these, and this one I use Flirty Flamingo, light and dark, and then I use the color lifter to kind of lighten up the edges. On the leaves I used Soft Seafoam Dark, just because it matches the paper. So on this bird I want to use these colors. So Soft Seafoam, Saffron, Freesia, Flirty, Crumb, Suede, and Color Lifter. So here I have the piece cut out, and these cut out and colored. Look at that. I'm hoping that will match the ribbon. It's a little bit bright, but maybe with some distance it will be okay. But I'll use these for the inside. The inside I haven't colored it yet, so we'll do that in a minute. So to stamp on here, on this one, I stamped using the leaf. I used this leaf right here, didn't fill it in, and then I put a little thank you, thank you, thank you. So this time I think I want to use this one, and then for you, how about the with love just in the background on the white paper. So let's see how that comes out. So soft sea foam. So for right now, all I need is this white paper. Then after that, we'll start putting it together. And I haven't used this one. That's really soft. It's kind of random. Maybe I do want them going up and down though. And a lot of this will be covered with the bird and the flowers. So it's just a soft little background. So I have so many ideas for this bundle. Usually I try to do a gotta have it box, and that has 5 samples. I have papers and pieces for 8 of them. I need to narrow it down a little bit. I won't stamp there because I know that for sure that will be covered. And the with love is kind of few places random. It's real delicate writing. I like how that's coming out. Hope you could see it. I'll hold it up close in just a minute. Some of these down here, I know it's not going to be seen, but just in case. I really like how that's coming out. Okay, getting carried away. Okay, enough. Stop, stop, stop. I'm thinking on the inside, maybe the same thing. I like it so much. So look how that turned out. Can you see the little with love? I like that. Okay, so let's get to assembling this. Yeah, that ribbon, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that. But I want it on there. I like it like that. You know what? I've seen other people do this. I had planned on tucking it under, but I think maybe I'll just have it setting on there. I'm just going to try that. I hope it works. Okay, not turning back now. And you know, just to make sure, kind of doubling down on it, it's like it will work. Because I don't want the ribbon to fray and I don't want it to lift. Okay, there it is. The ink is going, or the glue is going through, which is good. And I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit and I'll come back to it. That looks really good though. Okay, so this, I don't know yet. This will go on next. I don't know that I got this straight. Looking at the distance from the edge to the ribbon, it was unequal. Still might be a little bit, but it's much better. So if that goes there, this can go maybe over here. You know what might determine is this, how the birds are. Have to have a plan. Lay them all out. That's a little bit bright. Maybe I'll take some light fuchsia, tone it down a little, maybe. Okay, back with crumb cake. That's a little bit better. Still looks kind of pink. Then to make that smoother, I'll use the color lifter. Okay, it'll just stay like that. So back to where we were. This, you know what, I wonder. So the branch from the tree, it's going up there. This one can be here. The words, kind of want them to cover up that. And I think they're going to go here. And then these little bits could cover up my bit of a mess over here. But I like how that looks going up against the ribbon. Okay, just like that. So now I don't want to move it. So I can put that one down because I still have to attach that seafoam piece. So this one can be glued down flat. So can this one. I'll probably have to put a dimensional under the leaves. Oh, Roomba, can't go. Roomba, she's crazy. My machine is scheduled to go on at 10 o'clock. It's not 10 o'clock. And then after that, Roomba goes on about an hour later. Again, it's like, okay, I guess we're getting really clean. That's the third time. She has a mind of her own. And I've called customer service for other things a few times. I probably should call them to say, hey, oop, what's going on here? Because she is, that looks a little too long. But I should call them and say, what's going on here? 3 times when it's supposed to be only once. Okay, this is ready to go on. So right there, thinking that the words are going to be here. Well, it's okay if it covers up the flower. That's where I pushed too hard. Okay, and this one's gonna be like it's creeping up the ribbon. Okay, so glue here. And dimensionals on the rest of it. You know, for stamping, sometimes there's the wrong sweater to wear, like this. But that's okay. It's warm. Lately, I've been trying to go through my closet, put it on, and if I don't wear it, I have to get rid of it. It's been wearing a lot of different things lately. Okay, so that looks good. Is that all my little pieces? This is probably ready to cut. Oh, I didn't do the metallic thread. Keep thinking maybe linen thread would be better. I forgot that on the first one too. Wonder if I could lift it up. So metallic thread, the first one I did with the copper, and I've got so much of this left over, I'm really happy to be using it. So this time, because the ribbon has the pink in it, I want to use this one. And if ever you have linen thread or anything like this that you're going to use, after you take it off the spool, see how it rolls up, it curls up, which is fine. If you take it, just kind of run your fingers over it, it'll kind of straighten it out a little bit so it's easier to work with. Then I'm going to wrap it around a few times. And then see how it isn't bunching up, because sometimes it would get all twisty up there. And I'm going to try to tuck it underneath there, maybe. It's funny, I did that, forgot about it on both of them. Okay, that's a stray piece. That could go under there. And I'm hoping the dimensionals are going to capture it, but I'll put some liquid glue on there just to make sure. So just a little bit of interest. Whoops. Can't even see under there, but I know it was coming out. So I'll take this piece of the metallic thread that just started. It got free, it got loose. There, now it's in the glue. I think the other ones are in the glue too. Well, that's cute. Okay, and so how about some bling? These are elegant faceted gems. They come in clear. That kind of looks like petal pink. And that's sparkly pearlescent like. So this one, I think the clear is good. The pearl would be pretty too. But I think I used those on the last project. So I'm doing there's two different sizes. I'm doing a combination of the different sizes. These gems are so pretty. I keep just buying them and hoarding them and not using them. way more than 3. Okay, that's cute. Okay, so that was easy. So now for the inside, I have For You with Love. So on here I want to stamp You Make Me Smile. And I'll do that in the black. I'm going to try to remember not to push too hard. Perfect. And then down at the bottom, using Memento, I want to do, I had to try to limit myself because I get to starting to stamp, but I have to color all these in. His nose is showing, but I'll cover it up with something else. Or maybe it just looks like a stick or something. Then this other one, covering up his nose. And maybe just a few leaves to fill in the the holes. Okay. I'm doing too much that I'm going to have to color. Ooh, it's fine. Okay, so for coloring, usually I like to wait just a minute. You know what? I'll put this piece in, the inside layer. I like how that bird came out. You could see him. Okay, so for coloring, I will use Freesia Dark. Just on the insides, go all the way around. And when coloring, I like to start with the dark. Everyone is a little bit different, and you could do whatever works for you. And I try to do 2 layers of color. So that's 1 layer. Because 1 layer of color isn't exactly Freesia Dark. It's almost Freesia Dark. I'm kind of looking at the stamped image, how it has the veins on it. Trying to follow those so I know how much ink to kind of stretch out into the petal. Okay, Freesia Dark, done. I see the branch. I'm going to do the branch in Crumb Cake Dark. On the first card I tried to use Crumb Cake Dark and Light, but it's such a small area, you couldn't tell. Couldn't tell I put 2 colors in there. So now it's just Crumb Cake Dark. Oh, you know it'd be pretty is if I outline these in the Seafoam Light. And this is Freesia Light. I'm trying to go right to the edges and leave just a little white border along the edge of the petal. Then when I use the color lifter, it kind of puddles the color and it will have it stretch out to the edge of the flower. I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. But I'm doing what I can to try to leave a little white border at the edge for right now. So it's celebration time. All of you who love Stampin' Up, personally I think it's the best in the Stampin' stuff out there. And if you love the markers, this is a good time to become a demo because you get a discount and you could get all of your markers, and then you could continue being a demonstrator, or you don't have to if you don't want to. They call those kit nappers, where you nap the kit, like kidnapping. You grab the kit and you're gone. But if you'd like to be a demo, even if it is just to get the markers, you could do that on my blog, which is JilliBling.com. You could go to my Shop Now button, and then that will take you to my Stampin' Up! Store, and you could click the Join Now. And during celebration, they always have a great promo for anyone wanting to join, and that will be shown there too. Okay, so the flowers are done. So next, with the soft seafoam, this is dark. I'm going to do the leaves. I think I'll just, I was thinking I would go back and outline each of these for like a little shadow. But because I'm doing these leaves in seafoam, I think that would just make the leaves not stand out so much. And for the flower center, I'm going to do saffron light. So just a hint of color. Just so it's not white. Okay, there it is. You make me smile. I love that. Pretty. So there are the two same but different projects. Thank you for tuning in, and if you can, hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and I'll come at you with more stuff on a regular basis. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.